This is my audience. Do not know what Shannon was doing. March 6th, 2017. Exactly 3 weeks and 5 days ago from today. A group of young men and women left their homes and everything they knew to fulfill their dream of protecting this country. What courage it must have taken to leave behind everything that was once normal to enter an entire new life. These young men and women are currently in Marine Corps boot camp to earn the title of United States Marine. And within this group of men, there is one a little more special to me, my brother. We all have friends and family, or at least know of someone who served in the military, and recognizing them and their courage is very important. These young men and women take their first step of courage when they make the choice to enlist. Marine Corps boot camp either takes place in Parris Island, South Carolina, or San Diego, California. They leave their families and hometown to go miles away, often to a place they have never been before. Once they arrive, they receive one phone call home to inform their family members that they have arrived safely. And then they go for a full 3 months, only using letters to contact the world outside of boot camp. Here is a letter that I received. This 3-month adventure is full of exhausting and very difficult training that includes both physical and mental toughness and courage. The physical training is intense and exhausting. They have very long days and what seems like very short nights. There are 2 different parts of the mental training. Boot camp is full of different classes. My brother had mentioned that the reason he didn't go to college was because he didn't love school enough, but he feels like he does more schoolwork at boot camp than he would have to in college. The other type of mental toughness comes from the treatment of the drill sergeants. They are very intense and rough with the recruits. They don't deal with any play or misbehavior, and they are very strict. I think that just being around them takes a large amount of courage. The next huge act of courage is actually serving in the military. Most Marines will enlist for a minimum of 4 years once they graduate from boot camp. These men and women don't have normal jobs. They may work weekends, nights, and holidays without a break. They work in awful conditions and still go without complaints. I cannot imagine what it would be like to leave my family and go to a different country not knowing what would happen. I can't imagine how much courage it must take to risk your life every day for your job. And I can't imagine how hard it must be to watch your friends and friends who have become family die next to you. The pay these men and women receive is nothing compared to the risk they take to protect this country. In the Bible, John 15:13 states, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." I think that could not be truer. I also believe that there is no better way to show courage than to lay down your life for another. It takes courage not only to protect your country, but to risk your life for your friends. No man left behind is what they always say, and they mean it. These men and women will risk their life to help the others around them, not because they have to, but because they choose to. The love these men and women have for their friends, family, and most importantly their country is truly inspiring. They feel they are called to protect this country, so they go, and some of them have to pay the ultimate price, so that people like you and me can live every day freely. I think that is something truly amazing. The courage of these people is outrageous, and recognizing them and everything they do for the United States is the least that we can do. So as we live out our lives, let's take time to remember the men and women who are making it possible for us to live the way we do. I had to pause on my